So we have the first result of the afternoon in Pool C. Daniil Dubov has drawn with Levon Aronian. So Daniil, the London system you used today is very popular at club level, but I'm sure there's nuances behind what we saw on the board. Could you explain for the spectators the opening and how the game went, please?
Yeah, well, Levon was probably not exactly better prepared for the game, but in general he was more into details. Yeah, speaking of the club level, I think Levon is is the biggest expert in this London system. So, I mean, I just wanted to find out what he wants against it as black. And yeah, this knight h5 and d6 was not exactly what we looked at during the prep. I mean, first of all, I think it's solid enough. But secondly, I mean, nowadays if black is well prepared and white is not going crazy, this is what happens sometimes. I mean, I tried to play, but in general it's sort of dry, and there was not much to hope for, it seems. So yeah, sometimes even London system doesn't give you a sharp game.
So Levon draw with black against a very strong opponent. I expect you're happy with the result, and did the game go as you expected in the opening?
Yes, of course. Daniil is a very tough opponent. He's always surprising, and he has an exciting style. So I was carefully trying to predict what he would play, but he surprised me. But since I have played this line many times with white, I was more or less, I had some idea what to do there with black plays for one game. And this knight h5 is very principled, because white should probably go for dc, as I played myself. And the position occurring there is very interesting and very playable. But bishop e5, I thought, is, it gives me an easier play, as I analyzed, and so the game proved. I just needed to be cautious, just to play precisely. I'm not sure I managed, but at least I didn't spoil anything too badly.
And one last question for Daniil. I saw at the end of the game that Alexander came and mentioned some variation to you. What did he ask you? What was he pointing out?
Just probably ask Alexander, yeah, but he basically offered like one normal move instead of another normal move that happened in the game. So
nothing critical.
It was not groundbreaking, no.
Okay. Thank you both for coming.